Welcome to the third season of Canada's Worst Driver. This year, we're not just teaching the basics of driving to the nation's lousiest motorists. Oh no, we're also adding a high-performance element to the show. Sounds a little nutty, but our experts insist it will work.
Getting the candidates for Canada's Worst Driver was easy.
Oh, I'm on the curb.
We put out a national request, and you told us about the most dangerous drivers you know.
He scares the heck out of me.
We met folks who have trouble turning.
Oh, there's cracks all on my muffler.
We buckled up with people who can't see straight.
I don't know my left and rights, so I go left, right.
And we ran into this guy.
The 43 car accidents I've been in over the years? Definitely.
All these people want to be in our driver rehabilitation center. But guess what?
Those people are too good for us. The only students we accept are the ones who have hit rock bottom. One of the 8 incredibly unskilled motorists behind me is Canada's worst driver.
These licensed drivers will head to rehab with the people who nominated them. Ed was made a candidate for Canada's Worst Driver by his ex-girlfriend, Elizabeth.
What are you doing? Drive your vehicle, Ed. I don't know what the hell you're doing here.
Street racer Thomas was nominated by his sister, Lenora. Billie Jean was brought forward by Nicola.
Stay in your lane.
Jennifer has been put in the hot seat by her boyfriend, John.
What are you doing? Here, give me one.
Denise is here because of her husband, Henry.
You can't stop in the middle of the road.
You told me to slow down.
I told you to slow down, not stop.
Elric nominated his very slow brother, Shelby.
I'm never in a rush to get anyway, so I think that does infuriate some people.
Marnie came to us at the request of her boyfriend, Bruce.
Now what lane? What lane? What lane? Why am I so scared?
And Jason was made a candidate for Canada's Worst Driver by his husband, Adrian.
No, oh my God.
Go forward.
Oh, whatever.
Our ongoing mission is to teach the country's most inept drivers how to become safe behind the wheel. In Season 1,
Son of a motherless goat.
we taught winter driving. In Season 2, we focused on summer driving.
I can't shoot this.
This year, we're upping the insurance rates by daring to teach extreme driving.
Look at that smoking.
The nation's lousiest motorists will learn an array of expert techniques that have never even been attempted by most drivers.
I'm talking about rear wheel skids, handbrake turns, and driving a bus.
Uh-oh.
Performing these tasks will teach the bad drivers how the vehicle works.
I've never seen that before.
That knowledge will inspire confidence.
Yeah, I did it. Thanks, Andrew.
And that confidence will mean less collisions on our roads.
Well, I'm happy I did this so that if I was ever in a situation, then I know how to control the car.
Every show, we'll run the candidates for Canada's Worst Driver through 3 intense challenges. To show how hard the challenges are for an average driver,
Is it frustrating? Yes.
I'll drive each one first.
Look straight ahead. Don't look at the arches.
Then, one by one over the course of our series, the most improved drivers will graduate and return to your roads.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm probably never going to graduate.
I don't know if I'm going to graduate, period.
I know I'm not graduating or going anywhere.
When only 3 candidates remain, they'll each drive our final public test.
Now you're on Highway 400, one of the deadliest highways in the country, and you're stopped.
Then, we will name Canada's Worst Driver.
Thanks for managing to get yourself this far, everyone. Now all you have to do is make it to the Driver Rehabilitation Center. And to do that, all you have to do is follow the directions that are inside those envelopes that you're holding.
The instructions are a simple list of 20 turns. If drivers take them correctly, they will travel 40 kilometers to this convenience store. From here, local tourist maps will guide them the final 20 clicks to our secret location.
Jason, we're going to start with you, so come with me, sir.
Can I ask for help?
Of course you can ask for help. You can ask for help anywhere you want along the way.
Can I pay somebody else to drive for me?
No.
All in all, this should be a 1-hour drive.
Put the hammer down, Jason. Get out of here. Off you go. You can go faster if you like. You'll make it, buddy. We'll see you there, Jason. It'll go if you go steady. Just keep on.
Why is the car not moving?
You're a maniac, you know that. So you'll have to go across this busy highway. Jason, stop. Jason, stop! Thank you.
Why do we stop here?
Because there's a stop sign and there's lots of cross.
Stop sign out there, the far away.
There's another one that's far away, but this one's real close.
When we met Jason at home in British Columbia,
Oh, turn.
No, I'm turning.
we realized he doesn't look properly.
You're driving, looking forward, front, not the top, not the left, not right.
Jason has self-induced tunnel vision.
Did you figure we should have stopped at that stop sign, or
Oh, where's stop sign?
the one that we just rolled through?
Where? How you see the sign on top of you?
There's no peripheral vision, only look forward.
Yeah.
That's that big bus, isn't it?
Where? Where's the bus?
Oh, nothing. They're just passing us.
Where's the bus? I'm very tense, scared, nervous.
And slow.
Just because I drive slowly, it doesn't make me to be a kind of the worst driver.
The next candidate, Marnie, is petrified of left turns.
Is there flashers on these lefts?
Flashers?
I don't turn left without a flasher.
What's a flasher?
The green flasher. If it doesn't have a green flasher, I'll go right and then turn around and go straight. My name is Marnie, and I've been nominated by my boyfriend Bruce as Canada's worst driver.
When we met Marnie,
I'm absolutely terrified.
we learned about her fears
I don't venture out into intersections.
and how they manifest themselves.
Look at my hands, they're sweating. Look at my legs, they're shaking. My heart's beating 1,000 miles a minute.
You just need to calm down. She's very, very apprehensive about merging into traffic or changing lanes.
Do I have to merge into that? Oh, no frickin' way. I can't get over there.
Get your blinker on.
It's on, but I can't get over there. Ah! See, I can't do this.
Like a lot of people who come to rehab, Marnie knows she needs help,
Don't you laugh, because I'm cranky now.
but she's also in denial.
I wouldn't say I have bad habits. I'm just extremely cautious. What's going on? What's that car doing? What is she doing? What's that guy on the bike gonna do? That scared me. I understand that it's not nerve-wracking for you, but if you were in my position right now, see, now why are they beeping?
All right, Marnie, you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
You feel good?
I gotta go. I'm ready to go.
We'll go then.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
And her boyfriend will be sick of making decisions.
Okay, what lane do I need to be in? Am I in the right lane? Are you sure this is the right way? I can't just stop until you make a decision.
Before Shelby and his brother Elric leave our pit, Shelby needs his pillow.
You got a pillow? Yeah.
All right.
Done. Have a good trip.
En route to the rehabilitation center, Shelby's lost.
I'm pretty sure this is illegal in Ontario.
He's very lost.
What's that sign mean? Children crossing?
At home in Calgary,
Whoop.
Shelby never drives the speed limit.
I drive like a grandpa.
You can speed up, but you're still not doing 50 yet.
I don't want to do 50.
He'll get rear-ended one of these days. I just know it's coming. Why are you stopping?
I thought I saw someone running across the street. Traffic lights, intersections. Those petrified me. Do I go now? Do I go now? Look left, look right, look left, look right.
He'll wait at a green light for about 5-6 seconds.
I will not take risks.
What are you doing?
Making sure I can get through the intersection.
It's red. You're into the intersection.
En route to the rehab center,
I hope that Chevy knows where he's going because I certainly don't.
Shelby's getting more lost.
Where are we right now? Do you know how to get to Memorial Drive from here?
Excuse me?
Marnie is also lost.
Where is Quarry Road exit? Don't know? I hate people from here. Now we're going the wrong way again.
Jennifer is the next nominee for Canada's Worst Driver.
Do you deserve to have your license?
No. She shouldn't have passed me at all. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
My name is Jennifer Kritzer, and I've been nominated for Canada's Worst Driver by my boyfriend, John.
Jen's driving makes me extremely nervous.
Out of all the nominees we've ever had, this 22-year-old Hamiltonian has the most appalling record.
I have hit almost 4 or 5 people walking. You're kidding me, right? I have hit 6 to 10 people on bikes. I hate bikers. I have hit 4 different vehicles. Did I literally hit the vehicle? And I've hit the pole in my underground parking lot, right here, as well as the back wall.
Mirrors mean nothing to Jennifer, and for me, I find that extremely frustrating.
If you put me anywhere near a lot of vehicles and people and bikes, forget it. Just because I run into things doesn't mean I'm Canada's worst driver.
You can go. I don't want to hold you up anymore.
Bye.
Jennifer's habit of laughing while driving badly
Oh. That was a big pothole.
has to stop.
I think everyone would definitely agree that I need some more lessons.
Nervous Denise is the next candidate.
What makes you nervous about driving? What's the fear?
Fear of the unknown. It's the biggest fear.
Do you feel a little housebound now sometimes because of your fear of driving?
All the time. My name is Denise, and I have been nominated for Canada's Worst Driver by my husband, Henry.
When she drives further than 10 kilometers from her house in Cranbrook, BC,
Oh my God, my throat's...
Denise experiences a physical reaction.
I'm gonna throw up.
It's like she's allergic to driving. Denise sweats, she cries, and she throws up.
Oh, she's getting sick.
Fear has stopped me from living a full life, from my children not enjoying their life to their fullest also.
Her fear of driving has replaced limits on the family.
Denise's athletic son, for example,
I've actually had to pull him out of hockey.
which makes her think,
Why are you sitting here and not taking your son to hockey? You should be with your son at hockey.
See you at the rehab center. Confidence boost coming up.
Denise's quest for confidence could be a long journey.
So I don't think this is it.
I can't do this anymore.
At the map checkpoint, Canada's worst drivers are starting to arrive.
Are you guys joking? Give me a map? Oh, I can't read those maps. What can I do with the map?
When we come back, 3 more potential disasters take to the road.
Oh, there's a Tim Hortons right there. Shut up. Right there. Oh my! That actually kind of hurt my elbow.
5 of Canada's worst drivers are on their way to our rehab center.
I'm like seeing spots.
Meanwhile, 3 more candidates for the nation's most embarrassing driving award are waiting for their turn to begin the 60-kilometer cruise that will bring them to our secret location.
The Driver Rehabilitation Center. This year, we've taken over an entire town. I'm not kidding. We rented a whole town. There's no traffic here. There's no pedestrians either. There's just endless opportunities for creative driver training. When the 8 nominees for Canada's Worst Driver finally pull into their parking spots here at the rehab center, we won't be taking their keys like we've done in past seasons. No.
This year, we're taking their licenses. The next nominee for Canada's Worst Driver has the worst driving shoes.
My name is Billie Jean, and I've been nominated by my cousin, Nikki, as Canada's Worst Driver.
Every time I get into a car with her, it's scary.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I have had 12 accidents in 12 months.
I have to turn. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I have to turn.
My license has been suspended 4 times.
Stop! What are you doing?
I think that the minor driving infractions that I do commit are relatively harmless.
I hate that she doesn't pay attention. Stop it. Okay. No, drive. Who's honking at me? I don't know.
I don't use my rear view mirror when I'm driving because it's pointed at me.
She needs to focus more on how to be a better driver and less on how to be better looking.
This hairdresser even uses her car as a change room.
Oh my God. Nikki, this can be done, okay?
Oh my God.
Okay. Do you have something you want to say to me? I can change the music while I'm eating, while I'm driving, while I'm putting on makeup and texting. Like, I can do it all.
In case you're wondering,
See ya. Have a safe one.
Billy's parents pay all of her insurance.
Can you pay attention? Because this is a narrow
I'm
road.
paying attention.
Oh my God.
The next nominee for Canada's worst driver is a young man who likes to street race.
Favorite speed to drive?
On highway? 150, 160.
Fastest you've ever gone?
240, somewhere in there.
Biggest ticket you ever got?
Stunting ticket.
Stunting is actually what the ticket said?
Yeah, I pulled the e-brake around the corner and did a 180. And yeah, the cop was sitting at the top of the corner of the hill there.
I beg of you, don't speed. Don't break the law. Don't do any stunts. Drive safely.
Okay.
So I don't think his issue is confidence.
On second thought, maybe confidence is Thomas's problem. He has too much of it.
So you think it's a race, or?
No, I just feel like getting there first, that's all.
I hate this.
I'm Thomas Hobbs, and I was nominated by my dumb sister as Canada's worst driver.
My brother's hit a wild boar. He's hit a fence. He's blowing tires. He's got speeding tickets. He's got stunting tickets.
Come on, somebody go, come on. Holy, tell that guy to get a better truck. You get an adrenaline rush when you pull up to a red light. Somebody else is sitting there and they want to see what you got, and then you just both hammer on the gas. It's like the best adrenaline rush.
Guess who bought this truck and finances this reckless behavior?
My dad pays half my insurance.
He pays for the gas.
He pays for the fuel.
Paid for new tires. Dad's had to pay like $50,000 to fix your. If this type of driving doesn't stop, my brother's gonna end up dead for sure.
Headed for rehab, Thomas passes Billie Jean, then he passes Jason, then he passes the speed limit.
Step on the gas.
What's the speed limit on these roads?
What is the speed limit on these roads anyways? The speed that you're driving at and the way that you're taking corners is really bothering me. Oh, there's a Tim Hortons right there. Shut up.
Right there.
Oh my! That actually kind of hurt my elbow.
Ed is the final candidate for Canada's worst driver.
Technically, I'm a good driver. Had some bad luck with some other bad drivers.
What are you here to learn?
Well, I don't know.
You're not here to learn anything. You're here because she's made you come.
She is Ed's ex-girlfriend, Elizabeth.
Ed suffers severely from road rage.
This car really my routine.
He doesn't get out and pound people,
Bicycles.
but he rages within the vehicle.
Will she stop at a red light? No.
He had 2 fender benders in the same intersection within a 24-hour period. He rode off a car a couple of months ago.
And he's been blindsided.
And the kids were in the car then, too, with you.
Even though Ed and Elizabeth are no longer a couple, their kids from previous marriages still interact like family.
Elizabeth and the kids tend to be a bit nauseous from my driving.
Oh, Ed.
To win Elizabeth's heart, all Ed has to do is stop raging.
If he can improve his driving and control his anger, then the relationship stuff will follow and we'll see.
Look at this. Stupid.
Have a good drive.
Thank you.
Well, that's everyone. Let's hope they all make it to the rehab center in one piece.
We've been driving in circles around it then.
Yeah, south is that way.
Yeah. North is that way.
On your first right, you go north.
But how the hell did we get there?
Oh,
what was that?
The first person to arrive at driver's rehab is the second last person to have left the gravel pit.
Nice. Just like you predicted.
Yeah, I wasn't lying to you.
In fact, Thomas did lie to me.
I beg of you, don't speed, don't break the law, don't do any stunts, drive safely.
Okay.
Getting to rehab, Thomas violated a speed law at every opportunity.
I give her. I ripped on her.
How about that? Screw around, we won't graduate you. We will send you home. Give me your license. All right, we're going to hold on to that. Come on in, Jason.
Jason's made it to rehab, too.
Okay, you're perfect.
No, perfect driving would have got Jason here an hour ago.
Oh, Andrew, oh my God.
How long have you been driving?
20 years maybe.
Why are you only this good?
I'm not bad. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm going to need your driver's license.
My God.
It's harsh.
I know. There you go.
Ed is the next driver in.
It's good enough, sir. Just turn it off and hop on out.
Ed and Elizabeth used to be a family, but 5 months ago, Elizabeth walked out because of
all the errors that he makes when he's driving this vehicle.
Why are you guys here? Is it just for the relationship?
It would be a major step towards, feeling comfortable to be able to act as a couple again.
If Ed becomes a much better driver, you guys will live together and be a family once more.
There would be the hope of that, yes, for sure. Absolutely.
On the road to rehab,
It's not up there. I'm calling a taxi.
Denise arrives at the map checkpoint.
Oh my God, we made it. Barely.
While Marnie arrives at the end.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
We made it.
For 22 years, Marnie has driven like a beginner.
I'm on a graduate learners program.
That means Marnie only has a beginner's license, which is temporary. So Marnie's on her 8th one.
I'll get my beginners, and then I hate it so much that I will never follow through with it. And then I'll need it for something, and then I'll go and I'll get my learners again.
Shelby also has learning to do.
I don't know, I really think you're going the wrong way.
Shelby's driving can be summed up in 2 words.
Slow.
Getting to rehab takes Shelby over 3 hours.
Oh my God. The check engine light was on all the way. I figured that was a bad thing, driving around with the check engine light on.
It is a bad thing. Did you pull over and get anybody to look at it?
No.
Just as a little note, you can keep this one with you for the rest of your life.
All right.
If you see the engine light coming on,
yep,
that's your cue to go to the garage.
All right.
The next driver to approach rehab is Billie Jean.
Oh, sorry. Fish Side Road. That's it, sorry.
In over 2 hours, Billie Jean only looked in her rearview mirror 14 times, and it was never to look behind her.
When you look at that, what do you see?
Myself? It's important to me to look good.
But how good are you looking when you're running into stuff?
Yeah, I'm probably not looking that great when that happens, for sure.
How many accidents altogether have you had?
I would ballpark it at around 15.
That's not as many as Jennifer's had.
I'm not even driving in my lane.
Yeah, I know.
When Jennifer makes it to rehab...
Yeah! 4 hours later!
She's proud of her offensive performance.
Let's talk moving violations.
Moving violations? Oh, I was speeding a little bit.
You were over the center line more than 10 times.
Oh, I was?
How many times did you break the law during that drive?
31, 32, I don't know, 40? I don't know, I can't count.
I can count. Jennifer's license is the 7th I've collected. That means only one nominee for Canada's worst driver is still on the road. Denise.
Can't continue this. I need to phone a friend. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Denise does make it to rehab, but getting there, she makes 85 self-deprecating comments.
It went poorly. I was so unsure.
Just angry at myself. I was getting frustrated.
Henry must be frustrated.
I'm a truck driver.
Why don't you get in and teach?
I'm her husband. She don't listen to me.
She'll listen to us because we now have her license. 8 people have arrived at rehab. One of them is Canada's worst driver. Sometimes when you're driving, it can feel like there's 1,000 eyes watching you. When the pressure gets too intense, accidents happen.
To evaluate how well our students perform in high-stress situations, we're taking them someplace special.
The Barrie Speedway. This track is a frequent site of CAS car races. Tonight, the fans are in place, the mood has been set, and Canada's worst drivers are the halftime show.
So I'm just shaking. My whole body's just shaking.
Oh my goodness. No.
Without even knowing what the challenge is, Denise thinks she's going to vomit.
You okay, darling?
Let's come one at a time.
The challenge for Canada's worst drivers is to each do one single lap of the track in reverse.
There's no way I'm going to reverse.
The point of this exercise is to see how well these drivers handle themselves in high-pressure situations. First up, we'll have Marnie driving with Ed.
On your mark, get set, go!
Look behind you.
I can't.
Ed can't make the first corner.
Watch out for Ed!
This season's drivers are the worst ever.
No.
I don't know how to do this! Big!
Okay, go straight.
Don't, Bruce! Ah! Whoa! Whoa! I don't like that! I don't like that!
Ed finishes.
No, I'm not giving him the flag. He's disqualified for that 180 earlier.
Great, come on, man.
Ed's spin out means his run is a failure.
Here comes Marnie.
Because Marnie completely let go of the wheel, her run is also a failure. Billie Jean and Jason are next.
Go!
Jason's grabby husband lets him drive 4 car lengths before snatching the wheel.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Almost causing an accident. Jason is letting Adrian grab the wheel. That is an automatic failure. Billie Jean is the first to cross the finish line with an acceptable run.
Here we go!
Next is Jennifer and Thomas.
Go!
Thomas shows us how it's done, reversing like a pro.
Thomas on the inside, coming around the first turn.
Thomas has this challenge licked. He completes his lap in 40 seconds. Two-handed Jennifer isn't far behind.
Time!
Not bad for someone who usually avoids reversing.
I didn't even know I could do that.
Last and maybe least, it's Shelby and Denise. If Denise gets through this without throwing up, it will be a significant step for her.
Go! Let's go!
Shelby's off to a nervous start, but Denise has flipped from nauseous to thrilled.
And that's it!
Shelby and Denise both finish without throwing up.
I feel psyched. Yeah, it's good I did it.
After the break, we'll see how good Canada's worst drivers are at stopping.
To evaluate just how well Canada's worst drivers can handle a vehicle in a residential setting,
we're building a slow-speed driving course that features a multitude of common driving hazards. Drivers start in a tiny garage.
getting out of here is not easy. This garage is a super tight fit.
Reversing out the driveway should be fairly smooth.
Once you back onto the ramp,
You just have to swing between these cars and the rims.
Keep your patience, and it'll get out fine.
Then?
You have to go 30 kilometers an hour between those two police cars, and you have to remain going 30 through the giant slalom. Hold your speed through the slalom and stop! Hopefully with your car straddling that red line. Ooh, which I did. Then, creep forward through the precision steering test at a slow speed. It ends with a simple parking job. When they get there, this challenge is over.
This course took me 4.5 minutes, and I hit nothing.
Let's see how Canada's worst drivers do.
Scrutinizing the driver's every move will be our crack team of driving experts.
She thought she was in drive.
That's our head driving instructor, Scott Marshall.
Now turn the wheel, but slowly.
Scott is joined by Dr. Luisa Gambora, a car racing psychologist.
Not a very healthy attitude.
Philippe Letourneau is on board as our extreme driving teacher.
Oh, hard.
And Sergeant Cam Woolley of the Ontario Provincial Police has returned to be heavy.
What you're doing is actually committing a criminal offense. The maximum penalty is 5 years in jail.
Marnie is the first to drive this course. Marnie starts by backing into the garage. Repeatedly. It's a mistake she just can't stop making.
Well, I'm afraid that you're going to get too...
I don't care what you're afraid of. Which way do I go?
How many times has she gone back and forth?
148 times.
She needs to stay calm and focused.
Now, Marnie's got herself wedged.
You know what? I can't do it. I cannot do it. Can't. I can't do it.
Whoa. She's lost it now.
Marnie needs an emotional rescue, and the Mustang needs a professional rescue.
Okay, drop it.
Oh, God. I'm going to get off the side over here.
Marnie's threatening to go off the rails completely, so she gets rescued again.
I have no perception on where my vehicle is.
At the 30 km/h S-bend,
30.
Marnie demonstrates her beginner's status.
Oh, God.
How was that?
Close my eyes, I think.
On the slow steering section, Marnie isn't steering. On the reverse parking section, Marnie goes forward.
Oh, man. Oh, my God, help me. Oh.
Including the garage assault, Marnie hit 131 things.
I almost gave up on that challenge 3 times.
Next up is Denise. Denise likes to drive with both feet.
I'm too scared.
Not a good idea.
Turn your wheels to the right now.
Calm down, Denise. Just calm down.
You're doing good.
I'm gonna fall off. I can't see my wheels.
No, keep going. Keep going.
I can't do this.
You can do it, honey.
At the 30 km/h S turn,
30.
Denise is out of control. In the precision steering section, Denise is no more precise.
I have never demolished more in my life.
At the driveway, Denise hits her 33rd obstacle. Well, that's her 34th obstacle.
I need to know how to control the car.
At least she didn't throw up this time. When we come back, the course needs rebuilding. Canada's worst drivers are showcasing their skills
I cannot do it.
on our very first slow speed challenge. Temperamental Ed is up next.
Is your mirror right? Like, are you using your mirrors?
The mirror's got nothing to do with it.
It's just like when you got it stuck in Montreal and you ripped the whole underside off because you wouldn't look at the mirror. Ed, you're gonna have to go forward. There you go, keep going. You're good.
At the 30k an hour swerve section,
You can do this, you can do this.
Ed drives the correct speed, but Elizabeth incorrectly thinks he's speeding.
Okay.
I know women are accused of talking too much, and in this case, it's true.
Oh, this reminds me of Montreal all over again.
Oh!
And all over again.
This is crazy.
Ed, you're gonna run right over it.
Ed's anger is now taking over.
Ed has clearly finished trying, but he's still driving.
Ed, you destroyed this car. Look at all the marks there.
Well, I don't think I destroyed the car.
Ed ran over things like that was the challenge.
I was just trying to get through the course.
The next driver is changing her behavior already.
I have to adjust my mirror because Andrew told me it has to be facing the back.
Oh my god, you fully broke the garage door.
Oh my god. What else am I supposed to do? Oh my god.
Right off the ramp. Billy Jean was just trying to go too fast.
Good, we're on the ramp now. Now turn. Or just...
Oh god, I can't do this.
She needs to put her head in gear.
Destroying the course.
I wonder what that was. This is way harder than I thought it would be.
At the 30 zone, Billy bounces and brakes too late.
Start braking now. Yes.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay, Nikki, help me.
It's a design your own course.
Billy's used to getting her own way. That won't happen here.
I suck. That was really hard.
Determined to be fastest through this course is Thomas.
What are you doing?
Trying to get out this side.
Oh.
He's out of the garage without a hitch.
Watch the garbage can.
I'm watching it.
And he's over the ramp, ready for the swerving section.
Now you gotta go 30, remember?
That's 10k slower than a school zone.
30! Brake, 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 brake!
But I hit that guy now. There's his head.
Not very impressive for a young man who likes to drive 200 kilometers an hour.
Whoa, you're gonna hit that.
Oops.
Going slower, Thomas is no better.
I hit that one too.
And he's not done. When he is done, Thomas has accumulated 24 hits.
Oh, I didn't think I'd be that bad.
Next to be evaluated is Jason.
Reverse?
Yeah. Okay, now turn your wheel. Yep. Like
As usual, Jason's husband, Adrian, is constantly grabbing the wheel.
Keep going. Turn hard, turn hard, turn hard. Turn hard, turn hard, turn hard.
Oh. Don't look at Adrian. He didn't do it.
Adrian is trying to do it.
Adrian just grabbed the wheel.
Gotta go faster, gotta go faster, gotta go faster.
Oh.
No! Stop, 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 stop.
I heard something.
Yeah.
If we can raise his self-confidence, maybe he can gradually improve.
He's got to go back to the basics.
Oh. I have a problem with reversing, back up, and see, both sides.
Yep.
Jason's other problem is Adrian's grabbiness.
No, but don't turn the wheel. Turn to your left.
Next up is Jennifer. Jennifer begins by scraping the car
That's
and bashing the garage.
There you go. Now it's
Oh my God, man. Oh!
easy. You're right tight to the...
No, not good.
Jennifer lacks focus, so this next part would confuse her.
Are you ready?
After going 30 an hour between the two cop cars, Jennifer needs to brake on the orange line.
Remember, we gotta... What the were you doing on that one?
I didn't control my...
When Jennifer got out of control, she hit the gas.
When I hit things, I all I can think of is go. It's like a problem. I don't think hit, the brake. I just think I have to get out of here.
What have you ever hit in your life that you ran away from?
A couple cars.
A couple?
4. I hit the lady. I hit
welding school.
welding
the lady.
school. I hit Norm's car.
Yes.
The Mercedes.
Yes.
I hit the bike.
Yes.
What else did I hit?
These are things you've hit and then fled from?
Yeah. But like when I got wedged under the car.
Stop! This is incriminating evidence. Luckily, we have a cop on hand.
It's a criminal offense in all of Canada to cause damage and not stay around. I'm very concerned about your driving, and I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
When we come back...
Ah, crap.
It's Shelby's turn. We've almost reached the harrowing end of this season's first episode of Canada's Worst Driver.
I cannot do it.
The last driver to show us what he's got is Shelby.
All right.
But it's not all right for long.
That was not good.
There's nothing good about Shelby's driving.
Oh, man.
When he gets to the ramp...
Oh, and he was looking out the back, not realizing the front swings around.
Crap.
But that's his last mistake before getting to the 30 an hour section.
Whoops. This guy's dangerous.
Look at that kind of confused and shocked look on his face.
Shelby, here's where you're supposed to stop.
Well, might as well finish this.
No! When you hit 17 things in 2 seconds, it's over.
I'm really sorry, Andrew.
After 7 episodes, one of these hazards will be crowned Canada's worst driver.
I'd never live that down.
It's not a title that I want to have.
Really be terrible.
It's time for my final meeting with the experts.
In future episodes, this is where we'll talk about who will graduate. Today, I'm glad to say, no one will graduate.
They're not ready from an emotional or mental point of view.
I'm quite concerned about some of the dangerous driving that I've seen.
It's an 8-way tie for last place.
Indeed it is. I need to go out there right now and break the news to them. No one's going home today.
We've reached the end of the first episode of Canada's Worst Driver. At the end of our second episode, someone will get their driver's license back as this season's first graduate. Jennifer, you think it's going to be you so you can go back out in the world and start causing hit-and-run accidents again? Thomas, you think you're going to get your license back so you can go back out on our roads at 240 kilometers an hour? No. 8 truly frightening drivers arrived here. Thankfully, 8 remain.
On the next episode of Canada's Worst Driver.
Oh, boy.
Drivers show how smoothly they can take a corner.
Oh, my God.
How sweetly they can do a donut.
Oh, my God.
And how safely they can back up.
What? I got the vehicle stuck.
sick.